Hello, everybody. I want to thank all of you guys for supporting my channel. I will be posting regular updates on my Instagram just to keep you guys informed on my new videos. I will try to get different style videos up here, as I was thinking of doing an outdoor exploring video, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave comments on my videos since I'm new to editing and video making, so it would really be a big help for some external critiques. But thank you and enjoy the video. For today's topic, I wanted to focus on life. What is life and how did it come to be and how do we define it? First, we have to look back at the origins of life and consciousness. It started with molecular structures. Through time and chemistry, these molecular structures and elements started to create bonds, reacting and joining together, creating the first cellular systems. Well, kind of. These molecularly made systems used energy to fight off other competing systems. And the more the systems grew and adopted new anatomy to defend itself, different species of organisms started to arise. These organisms, through years and years of evolution, started to adapt to their environment, creating life that adapted to out of water living, like plants, and the first sea-based organisms moving to land for food, shelter, and energy. While Earth evolved as a planet, life moved alongside the catastrophes of Earth, creating even more distinct adaptations in organic life, creating different species of tree shrubs and evolving the different families of animal species like reptiles, birds, mammals, amphibians, etc. So, through every hardship nature throws at organic life, its main objective is to stay alive, to keep the system alive. It was the drive of domination and survival which drove organisms to adapt to their environment so they may survive, which in turn gave to this variety in species. Homo sapiens being one of them, or humans, which evolved from the hominid family, or great apes. Our evolutionary ancestors, like Australopithecus and Homo habilis, I would say Homo erectus and Neanderthalensis, I would consider it like a cousin to the Homo sapiens due to its close proximity of evolution. But they used to live in trees, of course, feeding off the fruit that the trees provided, in turn, helping the forest and jungles with environmental regeneration through the dispersal of seeds. I have to point out, I have to point this out since it will become important. Each animal has an environmental beneficiary factor, which means they help keep the organic milieu running through different actions. Now, our tree adapted ancestors were ripped from their environmental homes because of one of the great ice ages. This ice age was brutal, killing off forests and jungles, making living hard for any animal, no matter how big or small. They lost their shelter and their food supply and soon started to die off. Yet evolution came into play here. As our evolutionary ancestors were forced out of their homes, they had to learn to survive this environment, developing the ability to walk, biped. This allowed them to trek through snow easier and helped them on their next step to changing their diet. Because of the harsh conditions of the Ice Age, fruit and veggies became scarce. So scarce that even the small animals they hunted were starting to die off due to lack of food. So now they resorted to hunting for big gain. Hunting and biped walking changed the game for them. They developed strong jaws and distinct teeth for eating meat, strong legs and arms for running and throwing, and narrow eyes with a large eyebrow bridge to protect them from the blinding snow. Hominids also developed something that would alter their hunting game for good: the ability to sweat. This change in anatomy made hominids unstoppable in hunting and agility, soon dominating their environments with ease. Although something else came alongside with these amazing evolutionary advantages, and that was intelligence and consciousness. With great physical evolutionary adaptations, we needed a larger brain to accommodate for that, creating a more complex brain system built for our anatomy. This rise in consciousness sets us apart from almost every other species out there, giving us the ability to question and gain a deeper awareness of individuality in the world around us. Most scientists and evolutionary historians still question as to why Homo sapiens gained such heightened awareness, but the leading hypothesis states that it has evolved for social engagement. With heightened awareness and consciousness, we were able to create abstract thought. We were able to question the world and ourselves, creating a more broad spectrum of relationships and connections in tribal groups. Creating connections with other people was important to the species' survival, and this is where we get to see the first signs of complex civilization. Yet, why am I explaining all of this? Because we first need to get a grasp of how scientifically life came to be, how to define life in evolutionary terms. It is a system working to survive. That's it. Different organic systems working to survive and dominate their current environment. Yet this drive to survive and all of the different competing systems fighting against each other and the environment usually result in natural elimination, creating this balance in organic life where no species gets to dominate, leading to what people call now the circle of life. A deer, for example, a deer eats the grass, the wolf eats the deer, and the deer's remains decompose, allowing plant life to grow. A constant balanced cycle that worked in nature for millions of years. Now, humans have this anomaly, this great evolutionary anomaly, and that is our heightened awareness. This high level of consciousness that makes us question everything to the point of existentialism. Our greatest tool, yet our greatest burden. Us humans are still organisms. We are still going to want to dominate, but our domination does not get balanced out. No, it grows. It spreads to different continents, regions, and environments. We take over Earth itself, inhabiting almost every corner of the globe. This overwhelming domination, piled on top of our heightened awareness, leads to the creation of civilization and societal control. Now we come to the question of what is consciousness and how does it influence our outlook on life? Consciousness is the awareness we have about the world and our individual selves. The way we are able to interpret and question everything that happens around us and give it meaning. We structure and categorize our world the moment we interact with it. Being able to structuralize good and bad, making us categorize things that can lead to our demise and things that can nourish us for survival. This is simple consciousness, though. It is what almost every other animal does as well. Find distinct differences in things, find out what is good and bad, and live by that system. The thing is, though, that humans are able to question the very systems our world is governed by. We are able to question, like, why do we exist? Or what is death? And these important questions that we are able to ask ourselves tend to burden us with fear. What do we do with fear in our society? We eliminate it. We seek answers that will fulfill us. That's where religion comes in, and we seek a system that will keep us distracted enough to not think about the scary questions of life. We like to see the pretty things in life that make us fulfilled. Yet when that distraction is stripped away from us, havoc is invoked. Thinking can become detrimental to the survival of humans if we do it too often. For example, sympathy, a human reaction that allows us to care for and understand other living beings, can restrain us from killing other animals due to mere understanding that their pain is real, and so their pain becomes ours. So we starve, not wanting to kill another animal again. The human emotions and reactions are survival hormonal responses to certain outcomes, like fear, anxiety, anger, sadness, happiness, etc. But with our large minds, we are able to retain large amounts of memory and remembered emotion. Even those hormonal responses can stay stuck with us, leading to mental disorders like PTSD, schizophrenia, depression, BPD, and a whole lot of other mental disorders. If thinking is detrimental, then remove the need to think deeply. This is what our society has been doing, limiting the people's views of the world to decrease creativity and having people conform to trends, convenience, and easy to understand facts and topics. This is how it goes. This is how it goes for religion, politics, class, gender, sexual orientation, education, work ethic, and even family are all things categorized into a stereotyped, systematical social expectation to make everyone blind to our true reason for life. That the true reason is nothing. Our life as a human was created by mere chance. We do not exist outside of our universe, but we are the universe. We humans are not special creatures put here by magical deities. We are creatures of chance, looking back at our origins. Everything we see, including ourselves, was created in a sun's core. Those molecular structures constructed into the very thing we call life today. Without an without an action, there will never be a reaction. Without interactions, the universe will never exist. Time will have no relevance. Decay was never a destination, and entropy neither decreases or increases. Our presence here now is through the infinite amount of chances nature could have taken to shape the universe, and it gave us our sun, our earth, evolved through millions of years with different animals to finally have here now, in this timeline, this life. Life is chance, life is nature, and life is the universe, and life is infinite. We never truly die, do we? Our bodies decay and are given back to the ecosystem. Our conscious energy is given back to the universe, and we are reborn again as something new, because death is not the end, but the start of a transformation. Life is everything people don't associate with life, because they think we are separate from the bigger things above and around us. They are too stuck on what happened and what will be in their socially constructed lives, and don't give in to the wholeness of it all. The wholeness is the invisible connected strings that tie us to everything we can see and fathom. These strings connect all beings and objects. They are intertwined into this fabric we call the universe. We have to remember, though, we humans are animals too. We worry about love and friends and family and the world, but don't forget that life is not separate from the universe. It is the universe itself. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll hope to see you guys in the next video.